Hi guys, I'm Mike and this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back today guys, and I suppose this is like an update video because obviously last Thursday the F1 world was shook with the news that the Australian Grand Prix was cancelled. Obviously one of the team members from McLaren, who safely now has stopped showing symptoms of the coronavirus, was tested positive for it, which then led to the sequence of events that now Formula 1 is cancelled until the end of May as things stands. Obviously, you know, if things get worse or better, I imagine things will be changed, but as with everything, it's an ever-evolving situation. So today's video is a little bit of like my thoughts on the coronavirus and its impact on F1 and just kind of in general on things, and also a channel update because obviously, you know, now we had a winter content of a winter break full of content, and now we've got to carry on with more content. So we will throw some ideas and, you know, the plans out of what to do that, and also it'd be great to hear from you guys with some of the ideas of what you would like for us to kind of see and do on this channel. So starting off with the coronavirus, and for me, I know around the time there was a lot of anger. Either way, there was a lot of disappointment. For me, it's a situation that is absolutely unprecedented. In my lifetime, in 26 years of living on this planet, I've never experienced anything like this that has had a global impact on the world, in terms of just everything is gone into a little bit of chaos. And it gets to that stage, you know, in all these sort of things, people panicking, people thinking they know stuff. For me, I have no medical profession, I have no medical background, I'm not in a position to be privy to information that is given at the highest level, so I have no idea, and I feel a little bit sorry for the FIA because it's an unprecedented situation, and whatever they do, it was probably going to be criticised one way or the other, because I don't know how you deal with this situation that is there. Did they do some things right? Probably. Did they do some things wrong? Yeah, probably as well. And, you know, the biggest criticism for me was as soon as McLaren pulled out of the race, they had to just cancel it there and then they could have their meeting and discuss, obviously, you know, the procedure and stuff they've put into place, what they have done in terms of cancelling the season up until the end of May at the earliest as things stand. You know, it's just, that was for me, it's a question of integrity. In terms of, you know, the actual virus and holding the event, I can understand wanting to put it on as possible because there is another factor here. There is the virus where obviously people are getting ill and getting unwell, and we don't want to cause the kind of spread of that virus, but also there's the financial cost. You know, I have friends who, you know, have they work and the work's getting layoffs, and, you know, because of the amount of money that companies are losing due to this crisis, you know, everything is going into shutdown, and life, you need money to live. So the actual economical suffering could really have more of a bigger impact on lives than the coronavirus. And it's a really difficult and hard situation, and I don't envy any of the kind of world leaders or anyone, or, you know, governing bodies in terms of sport, anyone in a position of power who has to make decisions regarding this virus. I don't envy at all, because this is a horrible kind of situation, and, you know, there are people's lives at risk from the virus, but also, you know, financially as well. And, you know, it's expensive. F1, it's easier to cancel stuff like FE and MotoGP because there isn't the financial constraints within that. Within Formula 1 there is such a kind of massive amount of money involved in the sport that any decision made can't be made lightly, and I don't necessarily blame them for trying at all costs to try and get an event on. But as soon as McLaren, someone actually contracted it and it was gone, everything should have gone into shutdown. But it's difficult. Like I said, I don't know. I wasn't privy to the information that they were privy to. In these sort of situations, you just have to trust the people who are there. And, you know, I've been affected in life, and I'm sure loads of people, you know, of worse in terms of people in Italy. I can't imagine what life is like for them in China. You know, it must be horrible. On me, on a selfish point of view, I had a holiday to Rome booked that, you know, I bought for Hayley for Christmas. And, you know, it obviously got cancelled very much at the last minute because everything went into shutdown and flights were cancelled and everything. And, you know, it's a horrible situation that is affecting everyone. And so all I wish for is the situation to be resolved as quickly as possible. Obviously, I'm massively disappointed because, like a lot of people who subscribe to this channel and, you know, people out there, F1 has a huge following and we love F1. We love kind of having its race week. We love having races on a Sunday. I know over the course of the weekend that it's not Australian Grand Prix on the kind of R-Factor game, I think, simulator. That was, you know, fantastic, seeing the F1 community come together and provide some sort of racing, although it be kind of virtual, for the community. And, you know, yeah, it's just an incredibly difficult situation. And, yeah, I just hope everyone that it's resolved as quickly as possible. And we've all got to kind of unite in this time and not kind of divide, and just listen to kind of advice that's recommended to you from whoever your governments are and whoever your kind of workplaces are. And we've just got to everyone's got to do their little bit out to help, I think, in a situation like this. That's the coronavirus part of the video done. I just want to kind of give my views. Obviously, essentially my opinion is meaningless. Like I said, I had no medical backgrounds, no kind of, you know, in the know type of knowledge from these sort of situations. I'm just a fan who loves F1, and I'm someone just like millions of other people, billions of other people in the world right now who are affected by this in day-to-day life. But yes, I hope those thoughts were okay, and it'd be interesting to hear, you know, how the coronavirus is affecting different people and how we can kind of unite and come together in this sort of situation. Yeah, obviously this channel tries to stay F1 as much as possible, but I think in something as big and as global as this, I felt I needed to kind of say something on it. Whether you like it or not, it's with anything on YouTube, you take it or leave it. But channel update. So obviously we've got an absolute mass amount of time to do things. So obviously today there is this update video and things. So I'll give you a run through of kind of the next until Friday and until Thursday, and it's very much kind of see what I can get out. We've got lots of ideas, lots of things that we can do for you guys, so it'd be interesting to see what sort of content you guys will be interested to watch over this period of time. So tomorrow, because obviously the Australian Grand Prix got cancelled and it wasn't really noted, and one of the big criticisms of Drive to Survive Season 2, I'm going to do a little tribute to Charlie Whiting. Obviously 1 year on from his death, such a huge impact on the sport of F1. He was such a big character, and you know, I think it's probably quite a nice time to kind of remember Charlie and his memory, and take a look back at the legacy that he left within Formula 1 and the impact that he had on the sport that we all love. On Wednesday there will be an F1 Fantasy Weekly, and it will be kind of an introduction, so leave some comments in the video. Here's the first suggestion. Obviously F1 Fantasy, we kind of did drag it out as much as we could over the course of the winter break, so there isn't really any much point in terms of F1 Fantasy. We'll still offer kind of questions if you have them on the F1 Fantasy game, but until, you know, the season starts, everything's kind of on pause and we don't really know what's going to happen. So me and Stephen were thinking of starting a motorsport manager career, where obviously we'll record it and we will pause at kind of certain points and release some videos in terms of getting you guys involved in the decision making and trying to make a little series, see how we can do in kind of a season of that in terms of there. I think we're going to go with downloading the F1 one and go with Alfa Romeo, because obviously Kimi Raikkonen, it just feels fantasy is very kind of Kimi Raikkonen based, so we got to go and see, can we bring Alfa Romeo up from the top, from where they were obviously at the start of the F1 Championship back in the 1950s. On Thursday there will be F1 Worldwide. It's been brought forward a bit. Had a fantastic episode recorded with Raz. Obviously, you know, it was recorded pre any of this kind of going into lockdown business, so I don't think there's too much there, but it's just generally speaking about Williams in general, and hearing some of Raz's thoughts on Williams, because obviously it's a team very close to his heart. So yeah, massively looking forward to that one. As for other stuff, obviously we'll be doing Driver Rivalries series. Our next one will be looking at... Oh, should I keep that secret? You'll see which one we come up with next. Okay, so we'll do our Driver Rivalries, we'll do our track comparisons video, have access to F1 TV, and obviously from that they have a load of races on there. So what I was thinking what we could do on the channel is you guys kind of recommend to us what, you know, race you would like us to watch. We go and watch that in full and then do a race review podcast with whoever it is, whether it's just me and Stephen, me and Ash, whoever, on watching that one. We'll do a race review podcast for you guys there, and you know, we'll have collaborations, I'm sure, with guys across the time. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to kind of figure out and sort stuff out, and there'll be plenty of time to kind of get guests on the F1 Worldwide, the fan podcast as well. But yeah, it's just very much as it is. I will try and get out, like we have done, as much content as possible during this time. But yeah, it is going to be assessing the situation, I think, like everyone is really assessing at the moment. But obviously, as a channel, we're a fan channel. We know you fans are hurting just like us at the moment in terms of lack of F1, although obviously a situation that is completely understandable and absolutely necessary going forward. That, you know, we will try and produce as much content as possible, and let us know what you think on the ideas. If you've got any other ideas, obviously 10 reasons why we'll keep going. So if you've got any ideas for 10 reasons why topic that you would like to hear from us, let us know in the comments below. Very much, guys, it is a working partnership here. Stuff you would like to see, we'll make it, and we'll go from there. Plus, obviously, you know, usual content ideas that we'll put out for you. Hopefully you'll keep enjoying during this period. But yeah, guys, that was kind of an update video. I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's a bit of a somber one today, but just wanted to kind of give an update on things and everything. And it's been a bit waffly chat all over the place, but main thing is I hope all of you are safe and okay and are as least affected as what you can be in times like these. You know, I hope, you know, world order is restored as soon as possible in terms of this situation, but we're going to be here with you guys giving F1 content to kind of make you just hopefully enjoy little bright sparks throughout the day. We'll certainly, you know, we love making video for you guys, so we'll keep that up and enjoy. But for now, you F1 fans, keep racing.